Hey y'all, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys are reading the title. We're going to be talking about SUI token, see what is happening with its price, and of course what is yet to come. If you want to see more of these SUI updates, smash that like button and of course hit that red subscribe button and you will see the continuation of that. But if you're looking across the market, you're seeing quite a bit of green across the board. A lot of volatility within the crypto space recently. So, I'm personally taking it with a grain of salt, but Sui hasn't really cared about the market volatility, as you know, if you've been watching the channel. Right now, you're going to start seeing a lot of people become massive moon boys, but, I've been talking about Sui for, time before it, even has this breakout. And, we've been talking about how, this breakout is imminent. So it doesn't really come as a shock. But let's take a closer look and see what really is happening with this price. So it's up about 9% on the daily time frame. What I want you guys to really realize is on the weekly time frame, it's up a staggering 70% right now. This is insane. It's gaining so much traction right now. It's absolutely unbelievable, and I actually have this, feeling that I should have picked it up during, the massive bloodbath. Because again, this is one of the projects that's been on my radar from the beginning. If you are a close follower on my channel, you guys know the certain projects that I specifically keep an eye out on. But anyhow, let's take a closer look and see what is happening as of now. Before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, Sui has been on an absolute tear. We're currently sitting below $1, but just a few hours ago, we did see Sui actually breaking past $1 mark. And Bitcoin comparative, it's up about 8% with the market valuation about $2.6 billion almost, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 837.3 million. So what you're looking at is, the buying pressure is skyrocketing right now. And again, there's a lot of interest coming in, organic interest, because certain levels, when they break out, that just brings organic, eyes on it. And it's been trending everywhere. It's gaining a lot of people traction. But what is really behind it? It's this news right here. Since Grayscale, have brought their, SUI, announcement just a few days back, it's just changed the entire outlook on Sui. You can see this for yourself. Grayscale has a Sui trust. If you don't know, that's the announcement that literally got things rolling. And you can see Sui is the third generation blockchain that is designed to address the challenges of scalability and transactions costs with its innovative design. And you can read more about it. And I'm sure if you guys are watching this video, you guys obviously know about this, because of course you have to do your due diligence before. But since this trust, Grayscale trust for Sui has been announced, you're seeing Grayscale actually pumping out tweets regarding this. And what does that do? Brings in more attention. And this is showing you from something that we've been talking about for quite some time. You're seeing the layer one narrative not dying down. Some people think it's dead. Absolutely not. The big boys are taking close control and keeping a close eye. And you're seeing, just based off of the Sui trust, you can see what's really happening across the board right now. Literally this year, Sui was sitting at an all-time high, about $2 something, and it went down to 50 cents. Due to the market weak hands and obviously the correlation the market, altcoins have to Bitcoin. And, when Bitcoin sees these massive drops, you need to understand how altcoins move. You could see sharp drops. And again, that's a risk factor when it comes to altcoins. But if you know what you are doing, you could really take massive advantage of these moves. And I know some people did. Bitcoin dominance actually did go a little lower. If you're looking at Bitcoin price, it's still below the psychological resistance, which is at 60K. So we're still in the 23.6 web zone, of course, but we're still not above this key resistance right now, nor are we above that confirmation level that I set for myself around $64,000. So that's that for Bitcoin. But recently, usually what we talk about is, the correlation, right? But since the Grayscale trust has been announced, Sui actually has been holding much, much better than the broader market. Because let's face it, people are looking at the bigger picture, and I know not a lot of people understand that. Sui has had the major unlocks. People are going to come out and talk about the major unlocks. There was one, I think, a few months back that happened. And of course, the price did plummet quite a bit. Obviously, that could also be a little bit of a catalyst in here. But I do believe the major catalyst behind this massive move was obviously, the Bitcoin massive drop. But again, just a quick reminder, from its all-time high at $2.18, this thing dropped 77%, and this is actually replicating the last bull cycle moves. If you know what happened last cycle, we saw that initial rally for altcoins. Remember? And then we saw an extensive pullback, and then you saw coins ripping towards all-time highs after. Could we see Sui do the same thing again? Why wouldn't it, right? Or like, if we've seen it in the past, obviously, speculation can happen more that we're going to see this happen with Sui. Obviously time is going to tell, but like I said, this 50 cents mark, I'm jealous of anyone that picked it up around here, because you saw Sui go up 122%, and we're not even talking in weeks, we're talking in literally 6 days. 6 days is all it took for Stewie to make a massive recovery. And the fact that it's sitting above this key resistance, pretty much, that we haven't seen the price sitting back above since pretty much June. And we haven't seen the price of Stewie at $1.10 pretty much since May of this year. So actually, let's take a look at it on the daily time frame. I don't know why I'm looking at the weekly time frame. There you are. You could see this chart is looking beautiful. It's starting to look like it has some legs in it. And you can see this for yourself. Last time we saw the price sitting at $1.11 actually goes back to June. So it's been about 2 months now, more than 2 months. And right now we did see obviously the price go up to the $1.11. Obviously we do have some resistance at that point. And obviously that is going to come as a little bit of a level where we do see a little bit of a rejection. But pretty much the fact that, we're sitting above this key support line, which of course was a resistance at one point. We retested this after breaking below it a few times, but this time it was a charm due to obviously the Grayscale trust announcement. And right now it's looking like Sui's momentum is not dying down anytime soon, and I do believe next main target is $1.18. So I'm very, very jealous if you got in. Let me know in the comments down below if you did. The next resistance, that's about a 21.2% move, and I think this could make a massive recovery quite fast. And I think this is one of the coins that could actually take over its all-time high sooner than a lot of people think with this momentum that it's currently having. Because if it's able to break out of this key resistance, let's face it, then it's pretty much back to the $1.47. So you're pretty much in the all-time high territory at that point. Just depends on what Bitcoin does. So as of now, in terms of Bitcoin, if you stack your Bitcoin, if that's your end goal, it has outpaced Bitcoin by a massive margin. So I'm sure you guys are smiling right now in that part. But yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with Sui. Let me know down below what you guys think, and also let me know which protocols to kind of keep an eye out on for Sui. To the people that are obviously in the Sui community, I want to know about that in the comments from you guys. And yeah, if you want to see more of these updates, guys, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button and you will see a continuation of these. I'll try doing it every other day because it's really hard to do these updates every single day. So I think we'll keep it every other day, unless of course there's like a massive news that needs to be covered right off the bat. Then I'll bring you guys that at that moment. But that is it for today's update. If you have not subscribed, we're waiting for love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX and Peace.